Welcome back to Fantasy Maiden, whereas in the last part I did a really short Marissa route chapter where we fought some birds with Koichi. By with Koichi, I mean Koichi did one battle. It would have been the quickest episode of the series if I didn't also try to do formation shenanigans before I ended the part. And said formation shenanigans are I can't bring Patchouli even though I want to. I mean technically I could make Notori go back to being a 2.0 unit, and then I could replace Chuno with Patchouli, but I don't really want to do that because I did this, I did that, so I'd like Notori to be as good as possible, you know. So yep, Patchouli's being benched until this game gives me a decent amount of cost. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. Like, I can't use it's like what, like I can't use like half the cast. Silly. Not even Fire Emblem's that bad until like later, I guess. What am I talking about? Fire Emblem's way worse than that. I think this is the worst the game gets for this. Actually, no, it's not. When you get a lot of units later. Yeah, just get used to this. This is how I'm gonna have to bench a million people because that's how this game be at this point in the game. Moko's house. Man, it's cold. Maybe I should warm myself up. Nah, too much trouble. Go, Moko! Did someone just knock on my door? What kind of fool would come to a place like this? Sorry for dropping by without warning, Moko. Kane, it's been a while, hasn't it? Yes, I haven't been able to get a moment's... Wait, you haven't even lit a fireplace? And you've let so much snow pile up that I wouldn't be surprised if your roof collapses. Oh, it's you. Sorry, but Alice is with me today. So, you're showing strangers where I live. Again. Don't get mad at her. I'm the one who forced her to take me along. Sheesh, and you told me not to worry about you? I assume there's some reason you two came all the way out here. So what's up? What's up, she says calmly in a situation like this. What situation? Moko, do you know what month it is? No. As long as I know what season it is, I don't really care about the date. All that matters is that it's winter. No, it's spring. What? It's May. We're supposed to be in the height of cherry blossom season, yet it's still snowing. So... The human villagers are currently shivering from both cold and fear. The food supplies won't last much longer. This is, without a doubt, an incident. Oh, so that's why you're here. Reimu and the others will be heading out to investigate, so we're gathering everyone together. Please, would you lend us your strength? Figured you'd say something like that. Dealing with incidents is the Shrine Maid's job, so can't we just leave it to her? I won't say that ain't an option, but I think we should do everything we can to resolve this before people suffer even more. Still a softie, huh? She really is. We tried to tell her to hold the fort at the village, but she wouldn't listen. Of course I wouldn't. I can't be off doing nothing while everyone else is fighting. Why would you even ask her to stay behind? Things have been looking rather grim in the human village because of this long winter. Kane has been working herself ragged every day trying to deal with food and fuel shortages. Huh? Why didn't you tell me you were... Oh, right. Yeah, so that's why I haven't seen you around lately. You're only human, Kane. You shouldn't push yourself too hard. There you go, telling her things I said she didn't need to know. Enough about me. Moko, please, we need your help to resolve this I'll go. Really? I was expecting to have to tell everyone you refused. Well, compared to the last time you dragged me along, at least there's a real incident this time. Oh, thank you so much. I'm always asking favors of you. Don't worry about it. I'm just doing this because I feel like it. That's all. We're meeting up at the shrine, right? Let's get packed up. Let's get packed and head out. The shrine of Akari. Brrr. Rainbow, can't you do something about this cold? Like what? I've only got the one fireplace, so deal with it. Not much in the first place. With this many people, it's definitely useless to keep us warm. This place is just too drafty. I'm gonna light up my mini Hakuro. What's that? Some kind of magical furnace-y thing, I think. All the complainers need to pipe down. We didn't come here to relax. Yes, we came here to investigate the incident. We don't have time to laze around. Though we are still waiting for Alice and Kane to come back. Guess we got no choice. By which you mean we're still gonna wait around. I feel like you've gotten nicer after the whole business with the Moria Shrine, Rainbow. Just your imagination. They should be back any minute. Allison Kane with to get Moko, right? Maybe it's taking a while to convince her. Jeez, where Kane goes, there goes Kane. Bleh. Sheesh, there Kane goes again, being 30. Weren't you 30 the other day? Hey, everybody. Isn't that... Been ages, hasn't it? Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, it's Notori, and I'm a fortune god. A pleasure. Please let me go with you. I know I reached out to Notori, but you showed up for us too, Hina. Feels nice to be needed. Can't hurt to have more people on our side, right? If only we could use like half of them, so I picked up a bunch of gods on the way. What do you mean, a bunch? Nah, Shizawa, there's snow everywhere. Gug, please let me go home, back to our warm cellar far from the cold of winter, unblemished by the whiteness of the snow. Wow, that's unexpected. If it isn't the gods of autumn, are you going to be okay in this winter? Well, if they've endured it for this long, they'll probably be fine. If need be, we can put them in front to soak up some tamaku. If you try to push us around, I'll have to call down divine punishment. Nah, who am I kidding? Forget divine punishment. Just let us go home, please. Be gloomy, I'm just talking to him. You don't know when to shut up. They don't know when to shut up, but they did help us out back in autumn. Sorry we're late, brother. Welcome back, you two. Hope we didn't keep you waiting too long, but we did need to bring Moko along. Figures this place to be crowded. Yo, it's been a while. We've been inviting you, but you never came to our parties. I'm not here to make friends. As hard-boiled as ever, huh? Either way, you always show up when we need you. We've got everyone from last time lined up now. Isn't this just because we're all suffering from this long winter? That's true. For our part, the mansion is almost out of firewood, so we need spring to come soon. It was real bad for us too yesterday, right, Dave? Yeah, one of our friends' houses got squashed by snow. But don't worry, we're letting her stay at our place for now. I'm sure everyone has realized this, but this is an incident of a scale Kinshokyo hasn't seen since the Scarlet Mist. If we don't do something, all of Kinshokyo will be in danger. And that's why we'll resolve it quickly. Simple as that. You really get fired up whenever there's an incident, don't you? Of course I do. It's my job. If only I got paid for it. If it's not your cup of tea, I don't mind if you bail. No way. I came here to resolve an incident. Let's get going, Rainbow. It's finally time for another investigation. Yeah, if you don't want to get left behind, then follow me. Animal trail. Right, aren't we just following Rainbow? And because Rainbow's going in a direction, her magical intuition powers is taking her somewhere. She has those. That's why every Morgan Touhou game starts with her going in a random direction, and she somehow ends up going in the right way by the end. Well, it doesn't explain why every other playable character ends up doing the exact same thing. But, you know, this is Touhou, don't think about it. It's the motto of Touhou. Don't think about it. Oh, this map theme. Oh, it's so good. Was this theme Dream of Arcadia, I think? Original version, at least. I mean, it's just fitting that I bring Shino, right? I'm surprised Patchouly's even here. Like, she very quickly goes from, I don't want to leave the fucking house, to, sure, let's go to do everything. Really quickly, because, like, it's also kind of silly, because Vermilia doesn't leave, even though she likes to go out to all the parties, but she didn't go to the last one because she's too strong of a unit. You can't use it till later, and that's about the reason why. Well, I flew where I felt like flying, and here we are. This scenery is nuts. There's so much snow you can't even see where anything is anymore. But you're just noticing now? It's been like that everywhere for ages. Yeah, silent as the grave, no signs of life. It's as if our once lively Kinshokyo has come to an end. By the way, what brought you this direction? Pure intuition. You've been leading us around on that! Reimu's intuition is sound. It came in handy during the summer incident, too. We had to have a whole thing about how Shiro told Marissa to go to the thing, and then we don't even do that here. Reimu knows where to go. She's like a compass in her head. It's like when you spawn in Minecraft, and there was a It's a console version, you get like a map. I swear, was there a version of Minecraft where you spawn with like a compass or something? I think it was like that. Hey, don't forget Marissa's part in that. That was a stroke of inspiration when she had us head to the lake. Oh yeah, that. Here's all my daily training paid off. And I'll just leave out the part where a weird dream gave me the idea. Night Shadow's still here. Well, we don't have any leads to go on. The best we can do right now is keep moving forward. Yes, stopping just makes it colder. Oh, wait a moment. Something's coming up from behind. Something coming up ahead. Looks like fairies. I'm amazed they're out in this weather at all. They don't seem to have noticed us. That makes things easier. Let's beat them up and keep going. Say no to fairy abuse. Nah, we got no reason to go around them. How about we get a little warm-up? If we finish the map within 7 turns. Man, we really had all those we had that long immaterial missing power map, and now we're doing some short ones, huh? Well, I guess this is the start of a new, like, games incident, so it always starts off a bit shorter. They will get long again. How this game normally goes. You have your first couple chapters is short, and then it really gets into it, and it gets long and long and long. Hina Kageyama. She move! Hang out with Notori, she's your friend or something. Oh, someone's over there. You're right, taking a walk in such cold weather is suspicious, though. Okay, I've got some rock packed with snowballs with their names on them. Take this. Huh, you're trying to start a snowball fight. Do it, fairies. They think that would phase any of us? Hey, the snow comes for us. Enrico, get digging, I'll lie in the hole. I'll call that pretty phased. Yeah, they're already half dead. It's working. Here, join in and throw this. Sure thing. Being kind of quiet lately. What's wrong? Dunno, I'm just tired. I haven't felt like myself lately with all this cold. One of the fairies isn't looking so hot. Fairies are embodiments of nature, and the unnatural weather might much start to affect their spirits. It's so chilly and the winter's throwing even that out of whack. That's a heck of a brain freeze. Fair or not, it's no surprise that Cherno hasn't been affected, though. Huh? But I don't get it. I assume you mean because she has no... Bert's wrong? I clearly meant that she's an ice fairy, so of course she's resilient to the cold. I think that's enough windy banter. Just coming this way. Except they're not. None of them moved. I can make this a really short part by just, skipping all the animations again. Because, again, it's just a bunch of Mook enemies. Animations we've seen over and over again. I'll use Hina, at least. Because hopefully I can get the cut in again so I can use it. Hina! Go to them. Even I could probably handle this one. This fortune will involve you. The thing about skipping animations, though, is that when you do that, you don't have the music constantly changing as much. When you don't do that, it's like every time a new character attacks, you have their new theme start playing. But if you turn animations off, then I can just, keep Hina's theme playing. Hina's theme's just gonna keep on playing. Man, this game's already like a third of visual novel. When I turn off animations like this, it's gonna turn into like half a visual novel. Boop. Which one's broken, man? Amulet? Pain Flow is the one with the animation. Yeah, I want that one to play at some point so I can get that as a cut-in and use it for the thumbnail. Yeah, this map theme is also really good, so you get to hear it more if I turn the animations off. Dude. It's off there. Man, I really don't use focus that much to deal with these fields, do I? Well, that's kind of like their whole point, and I just don't do it. Man, that didn't kill, Sakya. Well, did I not bring Daiusei? I guess I didn't, because he didn't fit, but that's kind of a stupid idea, considering she's like my healer. Geek. So yeah, before Complete Box, rather than having the full character sprites, you just had like their heads. So I'd imagine these attacks, these like skipping animation attacks, are a lot funnier in that version because you just have like heads smacking into each other. God damn it, Ailey. Can I focus? Nope, she just can't reach that far. How unfortunate. Good job, Kane. Hyper Cucumber! Wow, Broken Amulet has a much bigger range than I was expecting. It just continues. Yeah, because normally when you have a character theme playing and you restart the turn, it like resets it back to the map theme, but now the map theme just continues. Hey, hasn't it been a bit cold for a while now? Of course it's cold. How slow can you be? That's not what I meant. I mean, like, it's getting colder and colder. Huh? Is it? Could there be some sort of yokai nearby that's making it steadily colder? If so, it would be safe to assume that they're the one pulling the strings behind this incident. Pulling strings. What fun. Now it's Letty's theme. Wherever she is, she's pretty lightly dressed for this weather. And this timing. It's your fault it suddenly got so cold, right? Yes, my name is Letty White Rocket, incarnation of winter, a Yuki-onna. And who are you people? You must be quite the characters to be taking a stroll in the middle of a cold snap like this. Where are you, okay, huh? Well, that was simple. Incarnation of winter is behind this cold wave. In other words, she's the cause of this long winter. You better be patiently tolerating spring by now if it weren't for her. Here they go, again. Actually, something seems different this time. So if we defeat you, winter will end. And it'll go back to autumn. Poor things, they've lost their wits to the cold. Actually, they're always like that. But they're right, that we need to defeat you. Yeah, when a yokai appears, there's nothing to do but exterminate him. I see, so you wish to test yourselves against the elements. In that case, I'll grant you the deepest and most peaceful sleep one can reach in the midst of a blizzard under a blanket of snow. What are you doing, Fairy? That hit you? Must have used Master Spark. Nice saxophone for Letty theme. Yeah, I don't know what you fairies are exactly thinking. Literally couldn't hit her at all. Alright, turn animations back on now. Now that I'm taking another look, this scenery really is quite beautiful. You seem quite surprised. Do you hate the winter? I don't dislike it, but this is the first time I've seen winter since I've come to Tokyo. It's hard to realize how much I miss the warmth of spring. Resistance is futile. This is taking too long, so let's get this over quickly. She's faster than she looks. It's almost going too smoothly. Shanghai, finish them with your laser. Yeah, boss theme, so the map theme is gone, now that Letty is here, it will not come back. That's how boss themes work, they override stage theme. Nothing you can do about it. Although, can you change that in the menu? I don't know, I know there's like a... enemy special, ally special, enemy normal, ally normal. Yeah, there's no map. Map's just not there. Map's such a low priority that you can't even change it. Alright. Alright. Still got quite a couple normal enemies to deal with. Oh, whatever. My fist carries the weight of history behind it. Mailing, what does that mean? I just wanted to see a fairy get punched. You kill this eyeball remove. Use evil sealing circle, because we haven't seen that in forever. I've got good eyesight, you know. What a one-liner to use. Remove. Okay, it's only used with post movement, that's why it's not letting me use it yet. Level are you, Hina? Oh, 21. Everyone's about in the 22-21 range, yeah? Chirno's only at 20. Saki is only at 20, are you kidding me? Okay, apparently I haven't been using Saki as much as I should. Cornered rat will bite the cat. My rhyme. I rhyme sometimes. Chirno, get over there and get a kill. No. Not at all. Maybe focus? Yeah, there we go. Kill this fairy. Might hurt a lot. Dingler! I hope skills. Okay, it did. Yeah, I didn't use Chirno on the last map because she wasn't available on the last map, right? I think? I actually don't remember. In fact, I think the only reason... maybe she was, and the only reason I'm actually using Chirno at all right now is because I forgot to equip Daiusei. Spell guard, don't you? Yeah. A yokai that's always surrounded by cold, eh? In other words, a yokai refrigerator. And now that I look closely, it seems like she's quite the spacious one, too. Did you just say something horribly rude? No, that's a compliment. When it comes to refrigerators, the bigger the better. I'm going to bury you under a snowdrift. Winter, pfft, my weapons will blow it away. surprised you can even move like that in this cold. Do you like the cold? Do you like winter waffles? Do you like winter pancakes? Do you like winter French toast? You seem to be wrapped in quite a lot of something sinister. They're curses, misfortune I've gathered from humans. Meanwhile, you're wrapped in a cold that threatens the humans' lives and livelihoods. Must you put it like that? All I've done is gather the cold lying around. So this is part of the investigating instance. I think I might have a bit too much misfortune on my hands. Oof, that was a surprise. Winter, I have no rivals. Letty ends up getting a cut scene or a cut in, then I'll end up using that instead. Which means I guess I will end up using Hina's cut in the Suika chapter, because Suika doesn't have a cut in. Burn! I can't believe something so horrible was happening right under my nose. You're surprised? It's been like this for months now. It's cold enough to easily snuff out a human life. I know, that's why I have to burn you to ash and end this already. You stepped right in the middle of one of my cold snaps, like a babe in the woods. Oof, not how I called it. I'll solve this incident for Kane and the others. It's a very calm boss theme. It is Letty's theme. Remember when I made my 1000th video? Like at over 1,300 now. It was like a remix. It was a remake of a Deltarune cover that I never uploaded. And I put in the description, yeah, there were two of those. It was that one, and there was also a cover of Letty's theme that I never uploaded because I didn't think it was good enough. But I'll probably end up doing Letty's theme someday, because I'll probably end up doing PCB. It didn't happen. I think it will. I guess half-hearted cold won't work, will it? Spell card time. Things have gotten quite heated here. I do hope we can all chill out a bit. Of course. Sorry, but that's an impossible request. We're just getting warmed up. She's a tricky opponent to face, though it feels like you can't keep her off you no matter where you go. Obviously. After all, what I control is the cold air itself. In other words, the entire atmosphere is your opponent. What? The whole thing? She can control the surrounding sacred ground. This is too much power for one yokai. But if we don't find it in ourselves to stop her, the winter will never end. So you're trying to end this winter? I'd prefer it if the one behind all this didn't try to play dumb. I'm afraid you're laboring under a misapprehension. It's not... You can't talk your way out of this one. Jig it up. You aren't going to listen? Then I'm done playing around. Be crushed by the power of winter as even your senses freeze solid. This is almost going too smoothly. Yeah, I really don't use the backup dolls, but like, don't really need to. Man, this is already getting to 30 minutes despite me skipping all of the Mook battles, basically, most of them at least. Cutscene? Cut in? Get a cut in? No? Well, you didn't hit. You might need to hit to get a cut in, or you might need to kill to get a cut in. If it's one of those you need to kill to get a cut in, we're not seeing it. I hope you didn't move in a place to where Hina couldn't hit you, because that'd be very annoying if you did that. I'm seeing the same thing again! Yeah, you just use like your basic attack despite you being on the spell card. I don't really understand what causes the boss to use the spell card they're on, and what causes them to use a different attack. So quite a bit more damage than I'd expect from just kick. There we go. For the human sake, I'll need to take you down. Sometimes extortion can stab like thorns. Just like this, in fact. Wait, did it not show? Is your cut-in not your strongest attack? I thought it was. Is it a different one? Well, shit. Or did she show it and I just wasn't paying attention? They missed. Wait, was it on purpose? Time for a drowning combination, or drowning them, that is. You know, I've already set the precedent of using a cut-in that didn't necessarily happen in the same part with Konako. So I could just, like, have the Hina cut-in in a part that it didn't show up in, just because to be like, well, I still used Hina in the part, you know? Well, let's do 3,000 damage. I don't want to, because I want Saki to get killed, because she's, like, surprisingly underleveled. Hopefully you can get killer, Saki. Nah, so you're the one. Well then, without any further delay. Hold on a moment, I'm a yokai, but just a normal one. We already have one self-proclaimed normal person, and that's more than enough. Now hurry up and give us our spring back. You've been in such a hurry this whole time, what's the rush? It's gold. I'd like to finish this errand and get home, so I'm going to deal with you straight away. As the mastermind, I hope you're prepared for this. Time is always on my side. See for yourself. This does 3,000 damage, Saki. Not that you can, I suppose. There we go. Sakia can get back on track level-wise. Enhances Sakia's weapon ammo count for MP cost. Right, she also has ammo to deal with, and the ammo is something I have no idea how it works at all. But hey, I got a tank fan. There. We beat her. Goodness, but you're a rowdy bunch. This should end the winter, right? Yeah, the snow should be stopping any minute now. It's still falling, though. Wait, what? But didn't we beat that winter yokai? Apparently it didn't work. The wintry essence in the air hasn't been diminished at all. I did tell you this was a misunderstanding, didn't I? I don't have anything to do with this incident. I'm only strengthened by the winter. I can't interfere with the seasons themselves. Then who in the world could? No clue. Wish you knew. Well, what she's saying does make sense. Man, figures. I knew this kind of thing would happen. Well then, we should start looking for the next mastermind. Let's keep moving. There's no point in staying here. Everybody moving one by one. Yes. Trail of animals. Even though we beat her, the winter didn't stop. Indeed, she did say that she was only strengthened by winter, of course. Now that I think about it, the two of us are autumn gods. But that doesn't mean we can just make autumn happen either. But we can store it up at least. Just look at me sweet potatoes. Hey, looks like you two are back in good spirits. That last Darnaku battle let us work through our feelings. I think we can finally bear to face the cold truth of winter. Did we just put them through shock therapy? Eh, we made them feel better, then it's all good, right? I like how the three characters I do this stupid voice for are in this group and are constantly talking to each other. What's on your mind, Juno?
Well, that last enemy also had the power to make stuff cold, so I was thinking I should have made her one of my underlings.
I don't think I'd be able to stand the cold if that happened. Actually, now that I think about it, being here didn't bring the temperature back up at all. Isn't that because Chano is still here?
Ugh, everyone's being so cold towards me lately, even though I made them ice last summer. Well, seasonal appliances do often get put aside in other parts of the year.
Anyways, in the end, she was a bust, though personally I think she was acting pretty suspicious. Why are we allowed to use the whole word suspicious in some parts, and other times we just gotta shorten it to sus? It's just the beginning, though. Let's pull ourselves together and wait. La! She's here! Winter is here! Could you two stop raising such a racket? Even I might lose my cool eventually. Don't tell me you've been following us. If you want another round, I'm game. No, I have no desire for that.
Then why would you go out of your way to follow us around?
I'd like to come with you on this investigation. Huh? That came out of nowhere. Your group is trying to put an end to this winter, yes. I'll lend a hand.
Hold on a second, aren't you a winter yokai? Why would you want to help us end winter?
Winter is enjoyable, but even it can wear out its welcome. I'd honestly rather spring come at this point. Crazy to hear that from a yokai. This whole deal is spreading cold around. I'm also interested in learning who the real mastermind is. Isn't that a reason enough? He's so cool. If you're offering to help, I see no reason to reject you. How about it, Rainbow? I don't really care, so I'm cool with whatever she'd like to do. I always think we didn't have enough people for an incident like this anyway. So, as a winter yokai, do you have any hunches on who the culprit might be? No, not at all. If I did, why would I come with you? Yeah, that figures. Never that lucky. Still, I do know one thing, that winter has been warped unnaturally somehow. And I take it that makes it dangerous to leave alone. The unending winter is draining the world's vitality, its very life force. It's not as flashy as the Scarlet Mist was, but it's unsettling how it gradually crept up on us. Yep, which is why we gotta put a stop to it as soon as we can. Before Gensokyo was buried on the deadly snow. Notori's in third. Quite a pose she's got there. I still can't bring anyone. Right, Shirno, sorry, you were a mistake. Darius is the person who's actually supposed to be here. Because she can heal things. And I need heals to happen. Although now that I think about it, now that Notori's here, and she has faith, Kane can still heal things. Can you heal things? No. Are Notori and Kane enough healing? I don't know if they are. Letty's here. You know what? I'll use Letty for one part. I'm not gonna upgrade her at all because I'm only gonna use her for one part, but you know she'll be here, she'll do stuff. Yep, that's all for this. See you in the next part. Bye.